My passport has been taken away from me. I can't travel for the time being. So I need to sit down in this video and tell you why. Guys, welcome to England. Let's get into it. Now, first of all, you're probably expecting another video from Poland, right? I finished the last video hungover on a train on my way to Krakow. I swore to never drink again. But in Krakow, I joined an English stag do. Went out dressed as Where's Wally, and well, it happened again. After 3 heavy days of drinking around Krakow, my mate took a photo of me hungover, and I was stood there on the street of Poland looking like a crackhead. So I decided to get the hell out of Poland for the best, because the drinking scene there is too relentless and I can't be trusted. However, I'll go back to Poland in the summer and do it properly, because Poland was bloody brilliant. Another important reason why I've come home is because I was getting proper fat. Bold took a photo of me on the Moldovan train, and look at me. I look like bloody E.T. Look at that gut, look at those skinny arms. It's a spitting image, mate, of E.T. So yeah, I've come home to hit the gym and to sort my life out. It's much needed. Guys, excuse the wind, I can't help it. This is Plymouth, one of the windiest cities in the UK. But now, let's get into why my passport is no longer with me and it's been taken from me. Now, it's nothing bad, so excuse the clickbait, but it's at an embassy here in London and I'm waiting for a specific visa, which is very hard to get. Apparently it's going to take 3 to 4 weeks to get it, if I get it, that is. And then on the 1st of April, I begin one of the greatest YouTube journeys ever filmed on YouTube. So what is that journey, you're probably wondering? Well, I've got my little sidekick here to tell you all about it. It's Katarina! How you doing, Kat?
I could do better if it was hotter.
It is bloody freezing. It's so windy here. So now Kat is going to tell us what the plan is. Kat, tell them.
I'd love to, but can we go inside? Because I'm freezing and this wind is chopping my ears off.
It is Baltic here in Plymouth. Let's head on inside, guys, and then we'll tell you what the plan is. Bloody hell, it's windy. Anyway, this is Plymouth Ho. Let's go inside.
Ah.
Happy?
Yes.
That's more like it. Now tell the people where we're going.
We are going to Japan!
We are going to Japan, guys. But of course, on this channel, we don't just fly into a country. That is rookie stuff. We're going to make it a mega challenge. So we're going to travel from the UK to Japan without flying. Yep, you heard that right. Over 10,000 miles of trains, buses, hitchhiking, taxis, riding horses, renting bikes, renting cars, you name it. We're going to do it and we're going to get to Japan without flying. So we were going to do this journey last year, but Kat wasn't available to do it. So we have had to change our plans and now is the time to do it, okay? So I'm thinking it's going to take around 2 months to get to Japan, all right? It's over 10,000 miles. If you fly in a direct straight line, it's 6,000 miles, according to AI, ChatGPT, whatever it's called. But what I've Googled now, it's around 10, 12, maybe 13,000 miles, depending on the route we do. Now, we're going to be passing around 14 to 15 different countries along the way. Some of them are complicated to get visas and whatnot, and some of them are easy. But I'm guessing around 2 to 3 months to get to Japan. Now, another part of the challenge is...
We're going to set up a budget for this.
£3,000.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't know this. £3,000 is the budget for both of us, okay? Yeah, that's right.
Both?
Yeah, both. I told yeah. I didn't tell her this.
I'm packing tuna tins.
£3,000, both of us, to get to Japan, which means, you know, the crappiest hotels, the crappiest trains, the crappiest buses, you name it, the worst food. £3,000 for both of us to get to Japan. Is it possible?
£3,000 over 3 months for both of us is a bit tight. It means £500 each for a month. £500 divided by 31, we're gonna live on £16 per day for accommodation, transport and food. 3 meals.
£4,000?
16 a day.
Okay, I might have to bump this up to maybe £5,000. £5,000? What do you think? Comment below. We've got a month before this journey begins, alright? So we need some help. Obviously, I don't go into things like planned, as you guys know. I just turn up and absolutely wing it. It turns into a disaster. This trip will be a disaster, I can guarantee it. But I think we need a bit of, preparation. So, mate, I think £3,000, but...
That means starving.
Yeah, but
And,
£5,000, okay? The budget is £5,000.
Comment below what you think is possible.
There you go, okay?
On a budget, like budgeting.
Yeah, let the guys decide, alright?
Okay.
Okay, let you guys decide. So, April the 1st is when the big adventure begins, because that is when Kat is available. She's not available until then. In the meantime, if I get my passport sooner, I'll fly somewhere close by, North Africa or somewhere in Europe, and I'll bash out a few videos. But in the meantime, for the rest of this video, we're going to answer some of your questions. I put a post out on YouTube and on Instagram, and I said, listen, ask us anything. So we're going to answer 10 of your questions today in this video. Kat, question number 1.
The usual one. Which camera do you use?
Which camera do we use? Now, I get asked this all the time. I've never actually answered it on camera, but I use this. It's the Sony, what's it called?
FDR-X3000.
Sony FDR-X3000. I've got about 4 or 5 of these, so I've gone through about 4 or 5. But I've had this one for literally 2 years. It works perfectly fine, but this fell off, okay? The top of it came off. Now, I don't know if you remember Bold's video in Rwanda. It ended with me losing this. I lost it in some, area in the middle of nowhere in Rwanda. Couldn't find it in some desert.
Ben, where can it be? It's got to be in here.
It's not.
Look. Ben's lost the top to his camera.
So, the top bit's come off. Now, it works perfectly fine, okay? It's a bit mouldy, it's a bit yellow. But other than that, it's a £500 camera. So if you want this, guys, listen. If you want to start your YouTube journey and you need a camera, message me on Instagram something funny and why you think you deserve this camera, okay? And I'll send it to you, all right? So a little giveaway, the Sony FDR, what's it called? X3000. This could be yours. Kat, question number 2.
What are the worst roads you've been to?
The worst roads we've been to.
Yeah.
Okay, right. We're going to do a lot of transitions here. So we're going to show you now some of the worst roads on planet Earth. Starting with... Oh, no. Just had to get out. Well, watch them push the car up this. Some of the worst roads I've seen. Just fixed sludge. Oh my god, look at that. Christ. Oh, fucking hell. I'm terrified. Oh, mate, please. Hold on. It's a nightmare. Ah, Christ. Gotta be said, guys, the roads in Laos are a disgrace.
9 hours of hell later.
Hello Kitty bus. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Anyway, 6 hours or so to get back to Delhi. Oh, Jesus Christ. Speakers, they are blowing my eardrums. 2 hours in, it's like I'm in a roller coaster the whole time.
So, another question that people ask you the most is how do you stay connected with mobile data whilst traveling around the world?
I get this question all the time, and that is I use an eSIM, but not just any eSIM, I use Saily eSIM. So let myself and Kat tell you all about it. Now the stress of buying a SIM card, guys, are finally over. No landing in an airport, trying to find a SIM card, getting lost, getting scammed by people, not knowing how you're going to connect your mobile data. Now you just land in a new airport or cross that land border, switch on your Saily eSIM and boom, you're connected to that country and ready to explore stress-free and hassle-free.
Saily is very easy to use and covers more than 150 countries.
150. I don't know how many countries are in the world. 197?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. Me of all people should know that. But 150 countries is pretty much a whole world, and Saily has got your back.
All you have to do is download the Saily app, choose the country you're heading to, and choose the mobile data plan, that suits you the most.
Saily will then guide you through the instructions to set up your eSIM successfully and hassle-free. And then boom, you're connected to your eSIM and your mobile data, ready to explore that new country.
So if you love to travel like us and stay connected to mobile data at all times, trust me, you need Saily.
Use my code BackpackerBen at checkout to get 15% off your first purchase at Saily. Click the link in the description and in the pinned comments below to begin using
Saily! I honestly couldn't live without it.
Me too. It's going to save our next trip big time. Shout out to Saily. Let's carry on with the video. Katerina?
So the next one is, how long have you been making content?
Making content for YouTube or everything?
I guess everything.
Yeah. YouTube's been about 2 to 3 years doing it properly, taking it seriously. But making content, I've been doing for like 6 or 7 years. Like before YouTube, I took Snapchat seriously, Facebook seriously, Instagram seriously. And I grew a following, especially on Snapchat, without even knowing how I got it. I had like a few thousand followers following me around the world and seeing basically what I'm doing now. But I was doing it for Snapchat.
I'm on this. Listen to that. Listen to that. I'm on this for 10 hours. I'm in a coffin. I'm in a coffin for 10 hours. F***ing horrible. Oh, very nice. Very nice.
16,000 feet in the air. You've got a drink. Listen to this. There's bed bugs, termites, whatever this is. It's in my bed. Yeah, it is as well. It's been going at it all night. Yep. That's what you get for spending £3 on a hostel in the jungle. Yeah, I was doing like the exact same content which you see now, but on Snapchat, and I've been doing it for like, well, a total now of like 7, 8 years. That's it.
Oh.
Backpacker Ben's been around for a long time.
Right, the next one. How many bike and car crashes have you been in?
Bike and car crashes. Car, only one proper one was when I wrote my first car off when I was 18. Completely wrote it off. Bike crashes. We've been in a bike crash. I'll tell you when. Greece last year. Remember that? Bit small one. When I fell off in the sand.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. My leg swelled up and everything. My fault. Just like skidded off the beach. I was driving on a beach. I should have been driving on a beach, but there you go. Greece for me and Kat. Big ones. I had a big crash in Vietnam. Why would you do that?
Well, let's get out of. We got to get out of the road, man.
Got me out, my back's
Back to the road.
phone is smashed to pieces.
I've broken his phone.
Look at that.
Oh God.
Look at the wing mirrors destroyed.
I've broken his wing mirror.
Obviously, my most recent trip, I crashed it in Laos. Well, it was only a matter of time. I fell off my bloody bike. For fuck's sake. This as well.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mate, you owe money.
That was already there.
No.
Oh,
You
no.
got my passport.
And I've had countless other crashes in Thailand. So, yeah, that was a good question. But yeah, I've had a few crashes in my time. Not proud of it or anything. Just the way it is.
I mean, in Southeast Asia, you just saw loads every day.
Every day. Oh, in Nepal. I crashed my bike in Nepal. Nothing major, just crashed it a little bit. So I've had a few crashes, but nothing, touch wood, that's hurt me too much. So, next question.
Let's go. So everyone is very curious about your job before YouTube.
Yes, I get this a lot. I've had a few jobs. I've said it before, I used to be a PT back in the day, hence why I've come home now to sort my body out, because I look like ET at the moment. I've had to come home and get rid of my bloody man boobs and gut. So the month that I'm probably going to be home waiting for my trip to begin, April the 1st, yeah, it's going to go gym a lot and sort myself out, get back into your PT days. But I've done terrible jobs around the world. Like, I've done... The worst job I've ever done was when I was a dishwasher in Australia for 6 months. It was the worst 6 months of my life. They treated me like shite. And the money was great. But a dishwasher in a German restaurant in Australia for 6 months in Melbourne. I'll tell you what, I want to come back and do Australia and film it. And I'm going to go back to where I worked for 6 months because it was hell on earth. But I've worked in call centres. I used to work at a school astroturf and like trim the grass to like make it level. Not like actually cut it. I used to get on this like tractor thing and like drive it and make the stones in the astro level out. Weird job.
So the next question is, what advice would you give to someone who wants to travel the world?
Great question. Get it a lot. Now, just go. Okay? Just go. Trust me. You're going to have a great time. That's it, really. Honestly. I don't know what else to say. I get it, like, especially if you're younger or maybe if you're older and you've not travelled much. But I remember when I was 22 or 23, wherever it was, I went to Thailand with my mates. They all flew home after. So we were in a big group. They all flew home and then I was on my own. And I went to Australia on my own for the first time, solo travelling, completely on my own. And I'll be honest, I was shitting myself. I was like, what if I don't meet anyone? What if I'm just mincing around on my own? So I got to Sydney, went into a hostel. The rest is history. Met some great lads and we're still like best mates to this day. So yeah, you'll meet a lot of people like-minded, all doing the same thing. Yeah, you'd have a great time. So I feel like it's a mystical old man with a,
I don't know, I never really solo travelled. I never had the guts to do it.
See, people are scared to do it. But you don't have to even go alone. Go with your mates, go with your dad, go with your mum, go with anyone. But just go. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great time.
Right, so the next one is a big one for Brits.
Tell me.
Do you plan on stop drinking still?
Ooh. At the moment, yeah, I'm off. Like, clean, sober month. But when this journey begins, no chance. Some of the places we're going to, the culture, those countries, love a beer. So, of course, we're going to have a lot of beer. I'll tell you one country we're going to pass through, just for a little sneak peek, Germany. Now, Germans love the Stein beers. We're going to Munich, and I'm going to show you a lot of German pints. So it's the culture. I'm sorry, we're going to drink.
I can't keep up with pints. I'm a half pint person.
Yeah, Kat has like quarter pints, and yeah, she struggles to keep up. But we're going to go hard. Not going to get smashed every day, and what we do in Poland. But there's going to be a few beers here and there. Let's just say. So yeah, should be good.
Let's see, because I struggle with beers.
Yeah, I know you do.
So next question then. So, list of the countries you have been.
Now, I've chose this question because I get all the time. Have you been to Cuba? Have you been to America? Have you been to New Zealand? Like all of these random individual countries. So what I'm going to do, it took me ages, by the way. So on the screen in front of you now is every country I've been to. It's rough guess for Thailand. I've been to Thailand like 40 times, all right? Because you just have. Philippines, 3 times. Pakistan 3 times, Iraq 2 times, like loads of these countries I've been multiple times. I've been to those countries right in front of you right now. This took me ages, by the way, to type. So yeah.
How many of them?
84 or something.
Let's see, you've been, shall we?
I've got the Bean app. Let's get the Bean app. 81.
81.
Yeah, but you can see like Pakistan 3 times, Iraq 2 times. Like I spent 4 months in Ethiopia. Okay. 4 months in Tanzania, like long times in these places. India, I've spent the equivalent of like 11 months of my life in India. That's right.
It must be insane when you did that. I
So-
spent 10 days and it was too long already.
There you go. But I've been to a lot of places in India. Northeast of India is the best place, and in the mountains in the north. But Mumbai, Delhi, I don't have to tell you about these places. You've seen the videos. Anyway, now I've got America, for example, on there ×4. But I don't count that because I went around a family holiday when I was like 13. So America's still on the list, do it properly. But yeah, I've been to those countries in front of you on the screen right now. Now, some of the countries coming up on the big trip are not on this. So I'm going to be ticking off, I think, 5 or 6 new ones. There you go. So that is the ticked off countries so far around the world.
81.
It's all right. So that is the plan. 1 month until the mega adventure begins. Now I wasn't going to make this video, but I felt I had to because it could be some time until I post on this channel again. So I figured I'd tell you what the plan is, just so you know what's coming. And what's coming, well, you're going to see. It's going to be a mega adventure. In the meantime, hopefully I get my passport back very soon and I can shoot off to a different country. Kat, however, is going to shoot off back to lovely Portugal.
Oh, it's gonna be nicer and warmer than here for sure.
Guarantee it. And nicer beaches as well. This is our beach here in Plymouth on the Ocean City. Rocks, more rocks, brown water, and a dingy pool covered in moss. So you can have a nice time in Portugal, Kat. So that's it. It's goodbye from Katerina, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Plymouth. Hopefully see you very soon in the next country.